and we've set up this exhibition which is called Mumbai in a Box. And this is celebrating 100 years of the CSMVS Museum. And the museum is representative of the history of Mumbai, then Bombay, of its 7 islands, the people who live on it, its socio-cultural contexts, its ecology. And Mumbai in a Box is literally encompasses everything, all of this in a box. The last part is where children get to go under the sea, and when they come out, they get to see the skyline of Mumbai, not only through the actual skyline of the architecture of the buildings, but also the tiles. And the tiles are really important on 2 counts. One, we realize that children are much closer to the ground and are often looking down when they're walking, they're discovering things. So we wanted them immediately to get familiar with the ground they're walking on. And Bharat Tiles and Floorings has very graciously agreed to partner on the project and lend us their tiles. So it's 2 birthdays.
We've been working with Bharat on their centenary for a couple of years now. And at the CSMVS Museum, at the Children's Gallery, we've put up this really interesting exhibition that traces the changing skyline of Bombay. It's called Tile Travel. It traces the changing skyline of Bombay, but we've traced it through the different flooring patterns and flooring designs that you see in these structures.
While the exhibition looks at the 100 years of Bombay and its history, the future map of Bombay, which is an interactive game for children, allows and invites children to think of the future of the city. We've used designs from the BFT catalogue as pieces that children can play with and think of how they would like the city to be in 50 years from now. The tiles represent several things such as schools, residential complexes, malls, train tracks, and so on. And there was a certain idea we had while picking those designs, but then as we've seen children interacting with those, they've just been interpreting them in their own ways, and that's lovely to see. We have memory games with one design on one side and the other on the other side. And these were 2 games that we thought that would really work with the tiles. And it's also a way for young people to be interacting with tile designs. So that's how we sort of got to this idea of outdoor games as part of this exhibition for children.
The CSMVS Museum turned 100 on the 10th of January this year, and the Children's Museum turned 3 on the 29th of March. We wanted to do something special to commemorate this exhibition, and what better way than to pay a tribute to this city. Now, Mumbai is a city that has sustained this museum for 100 years. People have contributed in many ways in helping to build this museum up to be what it is today. And we thought that the tiny tots that come into this museum need a chance to be able to understand that special relationship that we have with this city. Now, we get different kinds of kids who come to the museum every day. They speak different languages, they're different ages, they're from different cultures. But we needed something that would engage each and every one of them that came to this museum. And I think we have been able to do that with this exhibition.